Airports are banning the use of passports in favor of creepy new tech at e-gates if passengers wish to board flights. Migrants continue to invade New York City by way of underground tunnels. The U.S. government takes over as top cop and sets new precedent for all digital currency transactions, and people panic about new restrictions and tracing. And theft has gotten completely out of hand, and our economy and society face potential ruin and complete collapse when you come home to find this stolen pretty much right out of your own driveway. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Kevin247. Please smash the like button, subscribe. We're trying to hit 90,000 subscribers, 90K soon, and then on to 100K so we can get another silver play button. Thank you guys for your support. Links down below in the description if you want to reach out and chat. Now, first up, a single mother came home to find her driveway was stolen. Yeah. I really don't even know how something like that even happens. So this one comes out of Orange County, Florida, and Local 12 WFRC News by CNN News Source reported, police in Florida are investigating a bizarre theft outside a single mother's home. Amanda Broku says while she was out of the house trying to get things ready for Christmas, and when she came back, someone had stolen her concrete driveway. She says it all started when she put her home up for sale, and contractors that she didn't know started coming by and measuring the driveway. Her son told her he counted 5 of them. One of them informed Broku that someone named Andre had asked them to price out a replacement, and text messages the contractor provided appear to show him asking for an estimate and providing Broku's address. However, Andre apparently said he was out of town when asked for an in-person meeting, then cut off all contact when asked for proof of ownership. After the cops spoke to them, they called me back and they said that he said it was a mistake. He just got the address wrong. Nothing else will happen again, said Broku. But 1 week later, someone brought over a bulldozer and tore up the driveway. It was captured on her Ring doorbell camera. Utter shock. I've never seen this before. I've never had this happen to myself or anyone in our office, said the real estate agent Rocky Sanchez, who is helping Broku sell the home. Sanchez posted about this situation in a Facebook group for realtors, believing her client was the victim of a scam. I had multiple people come forward saying that they've seen things like this happen, whether it be driveways, roofs, painting, even outside the exterior, she said. So it happens more often than we actually see. But Broku says she doesn't have the $10,000 she was quoted to fix the driveway, and if she doesn't sell her home in the next 2 weeks, she'll lose out on the new home she's under contract to buy. She says no one's going to buy this. This brings down the property now, and that's just messed it up for me and my family. Meanwhile, the Orange County Sheriff's Office is handling the investigation, and Broku has set up a GoFundMe campaign to help pay for the replacement driveway. Now, I actually heard about this story from watching Steve Leto, but nonetheless, you just can't make this stuff up, folks. And now it seems like we're living in a science fiction novel or out of a sci-fi movie or something, because reading The Guardian, I came across the latest in airport transport and a shocking headline that read, facial recognition could replace passports at UK airport e-gates soon. Now, this story was just published today on their website and shared the plans that are already in the works for what they describe as wanting to create an intelligent border that uses much more frictionless facial recognition than we currently do. You should be alarmed. So basically, the UK government's borders agency is reportedly considering a significant shift in border entry procedures, potentially replacing the traditional passport checks with facial recognition technology. And this proposal, inspired by Phil Douglas, the Director General of Border Force, comes after his positive experiences with e-gate schemes in Australia and Dubai. Douglas was particularly impressed by the seamless entry process in Australia, where he applied for an electronic travel authorization in advance and used his smartphone to scan his passport's chip, eliminating the need to physically present the passport upon arrival. The plan aims to create an intelligent border using more efficient facial recognition technology. Trials are expected to begin at UK airports this year, with the system's wider implementation contingent on the success of these tests. Douglas has been an advocate for using biometrics and data security in border management and believes that paper passports are becoming largely redundant. He envisions a future where frictionless borders are the norm and biometrics replace traditional passports. Biometrics replace traditional passports. Scanning hands and palms and faces and eyes and ears and nose and butts, whatever they're going to do. Biometrics replacing traditional passports is what he says, okay? The Times reports that biometric details of British and Irish travelers are already stored from the passport application process, and Douglas highlights that this system will provide comprehensive information about individuals, including their travel history, compliance with immigration laws, and security records, potentially impacting who is allowed to board flights to the UK. Despite these advancements, Douglas recognizes that there may be resistance to the idea of people crossing borders without physical passports. Public and ministerial attachment to a traditional passport checks might delay the full adaptation and adoption of this technology despite its availability and the potential for streamlined border crossings. A 2022 International Air Transport Association poll found that 75% of passengers worldwide would prefer to use biometrics instead of passports. But I tell you guys right now, me personally, I've got mixed emotions and opinions about this one. But the tech is here and coming for us right now. It's happening as I speak, and you watch and or listen to this video. They will always present it as a convenience factor and streamlined solution, but we all know the truth. As evident with the latest tech headline from CNBC, United States acts as top cop setting the crypto standards for the world. And last year, we not only saw heavyweight Binance crypto exchange get hit with a $4 billion settlement and high-profile lawsuits against multiple other crypto companies, plus regulators overseas have been busy pushing formal laws. But the U.S. has proven to be one of the most active enforcers of legal action against crypto companies this year, with the Securities and Exchange Commissions suing both Coinbase and Binance, and the European Union approved its markets and crypto assets regulation, a world-first package of comprehensive laws for the crypto industry. The article begins by sharing how regulators around the world, from Europe to Asia, ramped up efforts to bring about formal laws for digital currencies in 2023, but it was the U.S. that took some of the harshest legal actions against major players in the industry. U.S. tops the list globally for enforcement, and the U.S. has proven to be one of the most active enforcers of penalties and legal action against crypto companies this year, as authorities looked to counter bad practices in the industry following the collapse of Sam Bankman-Fried's crypto empire, including his FTX exchange and sister firm Alameda Research. So I got to tell you guys, I'm not super thrilled about this and this move that they're making, but I do think that maybe this maybe will help keep some people protected, maybe. But the honest truth is a fool and their money will soon be parted. So if something looks too good to be true, then, well, yeah, it probably is. And jumping both feet into the deep end of the pool and you can't swim, and the analogy and metaphorical sense of cryptocurrency, well, you kind of get what you deserve. But for everyone else, the government wants to control all the money and will continue to push for more regulation and oversight until that happens. Will CBDC be what does it? Honestly, I don't really know for sure, but we mustn't ignore the warning signs. Meanwhile, NYPD will issue warnings, not penalties, to bus companies violating Mayor Eric Adams' executive order on asylum seekers. But that doesn't really seem to matter anyway, since migrants are just taking trains from New Jersey to NYC after their bus arrivals got restricted. And The Hill reported today, after New York City Mayor Eric Adams restricted bus arrivals last week in an effort to curb a surge of migrants, bus operators appear to have found a loophole by dropping migrants off at a New Jersey train station from which they can continue on into the city. Under an executive order announced last week, Adams is requiring bus operators who are aware they are transporting migrants with fares paid for by a third party to provide the city with notice at least 32 hours ahead of their anticipated arrival. However, New Jersey officials say bus drivers have found a way around the new restrictions by dropping off the migrants at Secaucus Junction train station, about a 15-minute ride from New York City. Tyler Jones, a spokesperson for New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy's office, said bus operators are also dropping off migrants at train stations throughout the state. Our administration has tracked the recent arrival of a handful of buses of migrant families at various New Jersey transit train stations, Jones said in a statement to The Hill, and New Jersey is primarily being used as a transit point for these families. All or nearly all of them continued with their travels en route to their final destination of New York City. We are closely coordinating with our federal and local partners on this matter, including our colleagues across the Hudson. He added, New York City has been inundated by arrivals of migrants over the last year, with the mayor's office saying that the city has taken in more than 160,000 asylum seekers so far. Adams has reportedly called on the federal government to assist the city, saying that the influx is too much for it to handle. Republican-led states have been busing migrants to Democratic-led cities over the past year as the country grapples with how to deal with the migrant crisis. Adams' executive order last week aimed to limit the number of bus arrivals in the city from states like Texas and Florida. Secaucus Mayor Michael Gonnelly suggested that the restrictions placed by Adams may be too strict. It seems quite clear that the bus operators are finding a way to thwart the requirements of the executive order by dropping migrants at the train station in Secaucus and having them continue to their final destination. Secaucus Mayor Michael Gonnelly said in a statement, perhaps the requirements Mayor Adams put in place are too stringent and are resulting in unexpected consequences, as it seems the bus operators have figured out a loophole in the system in order to ensure the migrants reach their final destination, which is New York City, Gonnelly added. But, man, I got to tell you guys, New York City is looking like a hot mess. And thankfully, there weren't any incidents last night during the New Year's Eve festivities and celebration from what I saw. And I got to say, though, that little Zoom live stream chat back and forth between Joe and Dr. Jill Biden and Ryan Seacrest, well, that was totally staged and pre-recorded. But hey, at least we got a glimpse at the Prez, a little bit of behind the scenes IRL in real life of the Prez and what he enjoys to eat for the holidays, which is apparently along the same lines of Garfield the cat. And that's Italian food, lasagna, and of course, chocolate ice cream or chocolate chip ice cream, one or the other. Happy New Year, y'all. Thanks for watching. Smash that like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys on the next one.